everybody, and welcome back to Eudora District Stadium, the first time that we are here for soccer. And that is, of course, one of my favorite sports on this planet. I am super excited to have our first broadcast this year following this Eudora Cardinals team, which have had a pretty darn good season. They're on a 3-game win streak right now, and they've especially had some really good performances from multiple goalkeepers, keeping 4 clean sheets out of their 5 wins. It's been a really impressive defensive year so far for the Cardinals. Meanwhile, they come up against the Louisburg Wildcats, who have not kept a clean sheet all year, yet they find themselves 4-1. They won their first 4 games, but did lose their most recent one against Lansing just a couple days ago. Before I get any farther into our pregame analysis, we will take a break before we get back on the pregame show. But keep it right here on Eudora Sports Live, because we've got soccer next.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Cobb Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Cobb Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Cobb Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Cobb Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Hey, I'm Mike Rowe, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Mike Rowe, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright.
Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do.
And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
How do you see the world?
Ha! At Shriners Hospitals for Children, we know that changing how you see things can turn them into
everyday miracles.
Like riding my bike.
Breaking boards. Ha! Hugging my mom.
Every day for over 90 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has been sending love to the rescue, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
If you know a child we can help, call or go online now.
All right, welcome in here. Oh, that's the wrong camera. That's my fault. Welcome in here to our Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show. They're not just your bank, they're your neighbors. Kaw Valley State Bank is proud to serve the Eudora community and is proud to support Cardinal athletics. For more information, visit their website at kawvalleystatebank.com. And we do have starting lineups which we can give to you. First, we will give it for the visiting Wildcats. Starting, they've got the sophomore Brody Beauvard, senior Ethan Sharp. We'll go jersey numbers. Number 5, sophomore Brody Beauvard. Number 8, senior Ethan Sharp. Number 9, junior Owen Marsh. Number 10, senior Colton Blue. Number 11, senior Jacob Brown. Number 17, senior Cole Clover. Number 18, the goalkeeper, junior Evan Moreland. Number 22, senior Dan Minster. Number 24, senior Micah McKittrick. Number 26, junior Caleb Feldkamp. And number 34, senior Will Showalter. I remember just in that moment as I was reading through this roster, I remember calling a Louisburg game last year where they had nearly no seniors. I think that their one senior tore his ACL pretty early in the season, and so it was a rougher year for them last year, but this year they've got a lot of experience. I also remember getting the privilege of calling Brody Beauvard's first ever varsity goal, which was a fun moment. The team went crazy celebrating with him. He is the coach's son, but he was not getting it's one of those things where the coach, he had to earn that opportunity, and he earned that goal. And so that was a fun moment that I do remember just now as I was reading through that roster, which has a lot more seniors, a lot more seniority than it did last year. Looking now at the Cardinals roster, starting for them, number 1, senior Mason Harding. Number 9, junior Cameron Kane. Number 10, senior Braden Hayes. Number 13, the goalkeeper, senior Nate Steinlage. Number 15, the junior Trenton Reidinger. Number 16, the sophomore Jude Whalen. Number 17, the junior Jason Diddy. Number 18, the junior Hawken Andrews. Number 23, the junior Beckham Erpelding. And number 24, the sophomore Caden Dunback. And one more, number 35, the senior Daniel Peterson. Daniel Peterson and Nate Steinlage are the Cardinals captains. As we are about 5 minutes away from kickoff, we will take another break here on the pregame show, but keep it here. Kickoff is approaching.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
High quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop. delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Gene's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Gene's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
All right, we are getting closer and closer to kickoff here, which when we get there, that kickoff will be brought to you by Main Street Scoops and Sweets. They offer premium Wisconsin-made ice cream. This sweet shop also has an in-house bakery that offers a wide variety of delicious baked goods. It's always ice cream time at Main Street Scoops and Sweets, and it is nearly soccer time here at Eudora District Stadium.
Home of the Cardinals. And now, the starting lineup for tonight's varsity soccer matchup. First, for the visitors from Louisburg. A sophomore wearing number 5, Brody Beauvais. A senior wearing number 8, Ethan Sharp. A junior wearing number 9, Owen Marsh. A senior wearing number 10, Colton Blue. A senior wearing number 11, Jacob Brown. A senior wearing number 17, Cole Clover. A senior wearing number 22, Dan Minster. A senior wearing number 24, Micah McKittrick. A junior wearing number 26, Caleb Feldkamp. A senior wearing number 34, Will Showalter. And in goal for Louisburg, a junior wearing double zeros, Evan Moreland. The Wildcats are coached by Bobby Beauvais and assisted by Nick White. And now, the starting 11 for your Eudora Cardinals. A senior wearing number 1, Mason Harding. A junior wearing number 9, Cameron Gay. A senior wearing number 10, Brayden Hay. A junior wearing number 15, Trenton Ridinger. A sophomore wearing number 16, Jude Whalen. A junior wearing number 17, Jason Diddy. A junior wearing number 18, Hopkins Andrew. A junior wearing number 23, Beckham Urkelding. A sophomore wearing number 24, Caden Dunback. a senior wearing number 35, your captain, Daniel Peterson. And in goal for the Cardinals, wearing number 13, a senior, your captain, Nate Steinwaggy. The Cardinals are coached by Darren Erpelding and assisted by Dylan Mathern, Nick Gomez, and Justin Tumberland. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove all caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
We are through the pregame festivities here at Eudora District Stadium, which means that we are just about ready to get going here. So we'll run you through some other stats here. For the Cardinals, they've won their last 3. I mentioned that 4 clean sheets. I have just as a bullet point Braden Hayes, which of course means to turn to his stat sheet and see that he has 2 goals and 6 assists. He had a 4-assist game earlier this season. He is having a really good senior year and will look to continue that here today. Cardinals this year have scored 15, had 9 scored against them, though that's a little misleading because 7 of those 9 goals came in their only loss this season, which was a 7-0 loss to Bishop Miege. Last year against Louisburg, it was in Louisburg, and the Cardinals won that game 1-0. Looking at the Louisburg side of things, they won their first 4, did drop their first game a couple days ago. They've won a couple games in overtime, have not kept a clean sheet. This year they have scored 10 and allowed 8 goals on the year so far. So it's sure to be a good one. All of the best players for the Louisburg Wildcats sound like they could be clue characters because they've got Emmett White, Colton Blue, and Jacob Brown. Mr. White, Mr. Blue, and Mr. Brown are the primary attacking options for the Wildcats, and I'll be interested to see what formation they are running here. And we will, once it's clear, we'll go ahead and dive into what we might see out of each of their formations. So it looks like the Wildcats are set in a 4-3-3, an extremely standard formation. The 4-3-3, that's 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers. The striker is going to be number 9, Owen Marsh, who's got a goal to his name this year. They've got wingers on the right and left side. For the Cardinals, it is going to be, looks like it's the same, a 4-3-3 formation. So 2 4-3-3s going to battle here. That's 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers. The idea with a 4-3-3 formation a lot of times is to attack by way of the wingers. That's the left and the right side of that front 3. Go down the wings, try to cross it into the box to meet your striker in the middle. That's the idea with those 3 forwards. But as both teams are rocking with 3 midfielders, there will be a lot of the battle here today you might see in the middle of the park as the teams try to escape that middle and transition into attacking play here. Erpelding got tackled there. Gonna have to go back. Nice pass to Dunback. And Dunback goes out to the left side for Andrews.
My apologies for the radio silence with you this far. I've kind of
That's fine. I don't even know if I had introduced ourselves. It's Reed McAvoy and Hayden Harves here in the booth. Hayden on camera and color. Dan Minster has his pass intercepted by Erpelding. Erpelding making some progress downfield. Trying to get out of a double team and will end up getting out of it, maintaining possession for the Cards. A bit of some high pressure from Louisburg so far. Trying to keep the Cardinals uncomfortable, see if they can force mistakes. Good idea there from Dan Minster, but couldn't get around Beckham Erpelding. Sliding tackle there, beautifully done by Caden Dunback. It'll be a Wildcats throw. So early on here, we're seeing not as extremely aggressive high press, but a bit of a high press from the Wildcats, which the idea with that is keeping the Cardinals having to pass around the back, which can oftentimes be easy because there'll be people all the way across when you have 4 defenders. But if they make you do that all game long under a little bit of pressure and something goes wrong just once and they can get the ball, then it's them and the goalie. They're right there in the attacking third. The danger with it is putting your players further downfield. It means that you don't have players back on defense. So if the Cardinals can get a quick counterattack or just get downfield quickly, then the Wildcats could be caught with players out of position and end up going down, which then once you concede, you want to push even harder, which means that you're even more vulnerable at the back.
High risk, high reward for sure.
Absolutely. Going to be a Wildcat throw here. Nicely taken there. Jason Diddy pokes it out, but it'll just be another Wildcats throw. Minster with a long throw. Beautifully done there. Longtime viewers of Eudora Sports Live will know that I am a huge fan of the long throw-in. Teams just don't see it coming, and it is a massive weapon because of that. Here is Diddy, and Diddy's pass a little bit too inaccurate. So now Colton Blue. Back to Minster. A lot of the Wildcats' possession has been coming off that left foot of Minster. Seems like he might be their playmaker that's lying a little bit deeper, playing that left back spot. Steinlage sends this one for Harding. And that will be a free kick for the Cards. Clear foul by Micah McKittrick. A little bit tough to judge who's got the momentum right now. It might be a little bit more in favor of the Wildcats, but I would say that's like 55-45 Wildcats.
Right. Very, very even thus far for sure.
But I think that the Wildcats have been doing a good job getting the ball around, which can just be nice for settling into a game. You want to get an early touch of the ball, just do something right with it so you feel like you're in the game, got a bit of confidence with you.
What we'd call high percentage early on, the stuff that's a little less risky, gets you into rhythm
now
a little bit
the Cardinals,
easier.
Though, doing the same, putting a bit of pressure on the Wildcats. So same formation, the 4-3-3, maybe a bit of the same philosophy. And the press here is going to, that will potentially, no, I thought we might see a yellow card for that one, as that took away a nice counter chance for the Cards that was created by Jude Whalen, who has 3 goals this season in his sophomore year. Impressive season for him so far. There was a bit of a high press for the Cards, and now they've got a set piece, which is another word for free kick right here. Also corner kicks, goal kicks qualify as set pieces. First set piece here for the Cards. And they are going to send it long. And it's still going to bounce around. It's going to fall for Harding. Harding not with a great first touch, and then strong play there. Referee says he likes it. Sometimes people forget soccer is indeed a contact sport.
Very much so.
That was, I'll tell you, if I were the referee, that might have been a little much.
I think I probably would have said something there.
But if the referee, if he's consistent, no complaints.
'Tis why we're not referees.
Well, I am, but not right now.
Oh.
And again, Minster intercepted by Erpelding. Not the first time, not the second time that I have said that. Erpelding, though, put under some pressure, going to have to get the ball out of his feet, and he was not able to. It'll be a Cardinals throw-in, though, as Jude Whalen got involved in there to help clean up. Erpelding is going to take this throw. Looking in the area of Braden Hayes. headed away comfortably. But now a little bit further downfield here, this throw in for the Cards. Erpelding again for Hayes. Hayes brings it down well, gets past his defender, he's gonna look to send it across. And it'll be blocked away, and that'll be a corner kick for the Cardinals, their first here today.
Corner kick, Eudora.
Nice moves there by Hayes to get past his first man, but then it was blocked well by Ethan Sharp. Credit where it's due, senior against senior. Now a corner kick chance for Beckham Erpelding. Erpelding sends it in low. It's going to be a good placed ball, and it was a shot on target there. Looks like it might have been Cameron Kane, but it was blocked away. It was Cameron Kane. That shot, I think that'll be our first shot of the day, first shot on target, and it was blocked away well by Louisburg. Cardinals, though, definitely with momentum. Another physical play there. Referee likes it, so it's going to continue to be a physical battle. Kane will play this one back to Steinlage, give him some time. Plays it first time to the captain, Daniel Peterson.
Certainly looking like
and
one of those
now
games,
the pressure
a lot of physicality
from the Wildcats. It's going to create a counter chance for them. It's going to fall to Colton Blue. Blue's going to shoot, and it is blocked by Kane. Crucial block. We have seen those high presses now create a couple chances for both sides. That time the momentum was all Cardinals. It was a Cardinals corner kick. And they ended up getting all the way down to the other side of the field. And Colton Blue with the first chance for the Wildcats. Now it's Brown. Jacob Brown sends it in, and it is cleared away by Whalen. Gives the Cardinals a chance to get it back into position, get back into formation. Wildcats are going to opt to go all the way back to their goalkeeper.
What a job by the Wildcats to really put some pressure on over there, and what a fantastic block over on the Cardinals side as well.
Wow, we are definitely in for a physical game.
Certainly so.
As long as it's called evenly.
Yeah.
Don't think you can complain too much.
Nobody on this field shying away from physicality right now, that's for sure.
Jude Whalen here. He's going to opt to play it back. A lot of pressure. That's why they play it back, which I know for a lot of viewers you can see a backwards pass and think, oh, how boring, what are they doing? But you want to maintain possession. You know, it's better pass backwards and keep the ball under Cardinal control than force it downfield to somebody who's not going to get it. And so that's the idea there. We've seen a few different pass backwards, and now we're going to see our first substitutes today. It will be for the Cardinals coming in a trio, Jose Rivera, Alberto Vergiati, and Max Morford. Come in for Whalen, Harding, and Diddy. Cardinals throw in. Going to be taken by Beckham Erpelding. 10 minutes in here. Back and forth game. This one headed away. It'll be another throw in for the Cards. Something called the run of play in soccer, Hayden, which is just another word for when it's all your ball. You've got all the momentum. I'll hold that thought off for a second as we've got a couple subs, 4 for both sides and 44 coming in for the Cards. That's Matusz Brzezowski and Cameron Daniels for the Cards, as well as Grant Cannon for the Wildcats. Run of play, it's when you've got the ball and you've got all the momentum. It seems like the other team just cannot get it away from the side of the field. We really haven't seen either team have a long, extended run of play, which can sometimes be a very common thing. Sometimes teams have the run of play for an entire half, and it just is a matter of whether or not they can actually turn that into a goal. We have seen both teams with very momentary runs of play so far here early on, which just means it's a back and forth game. Another time here that the Wildcats' pressure is going to pay off with possession. Caleb Feldkamp is tackled really, really well. Trenton Reidinger.
Fantastic work.
Now, though, Colton Blue. Minster looking forward for Bovard. Wildcats want to try and get downfield here, and we're going to see a foul called against Hawken Andrews. So that will be a free kick around the 35-yard line of the football field, which means it's 45 yards away from the goal. So best that the Wildcats could want to do here is just send it into a dangerous area, hope that they can get a player to come down with it. A another soccer term is the second ball, which is just a synonym of the rebound. You want to get the second ball off of a free kick. If you send it into a dangerous area and you're not the first one to get it, that's okay. Be the second one to get it and create a chance out of that. So they will send it down into the area, and Waylon gets his left foot to it, sends it up into the air, and it might go out for a corner. Indeed it will, as Will Showalter ushers it out, making sure that his team will get their first corner of the day. So the Wildcats will send some players forward, get that box nice and busy. Cardinals, though, have a lot of defenders back as well. They played it short initially here. And this short clearance only goes as far as Ethan Sharp, who's trying to maintain possession and is able to get it over to Cannon. And then Cannon wins a throw. Smart touch there by Jose Rivera. Couldn't turn it into a chance, but it comes right back for Morford. Ooh, a nice 1-2, a nice idea for the 1-2, but it did not pay off. 1-2 being I pass it to you, you pass it right back. Can be a great way to get past a defense. You get rid of the ball so then their attention comes off of you. You run into space, your teammate gives it right back, and you're looking at a whole new green space because the defenders took his attention off of you. 1-2s can be really dangerous, but they're really hard because you've got to play the ball quickly right off a one-touch pass, which can be very hard to control on certain occasions.
Okay. Thank you in advance for the tutorial for both me and the viewer.
Yeah.
Not exactly my forte sport, if I had to say, so I appreciate that a lot.
It most certainly is mine, and I love to teach. I know that when it comes to any sport or anything really in general, is this pressure by the Wildcats is going to win? No, it'll be a goal kick. Thought it might have been a corner. With any sport, that you have to understand what's going on in order to be able to enjoy it. Those who say baseball is boring don't understand what's going on in the baseball game, which is fine. I'm not criticizing them to say it's boring. It's just you don't understand.
I thought the same thing until I understood it. Yeah.
That's the same with anything. It doesn't have to be a sport.
Absolutely.
But I would love to help the odd viewer out there that may not know what's going on the soccer field to understand what's happening here so you can enjoy it. And this is a great chance for Brzezowski to send in a cross, and he's going to win a corner kick. That'll get a little bit of excitement out of this Cardinals crowd. So we've got a second corner kick here. This time it is going to be taken by Jose Rivera, who has an assist here in his freshman season. Corner kicks are a great way to send the ball in. Statistically, they're actually not all that great of a chance, but it gives your team an opportunity to send the ball into a dangerous area, see what happens, hope it bounces well for you. It's really a matter of how well it's defended rather than how well it's attacked.
Yes.
There's only so much you can do to try and get it over everybody else's head and help them head it onto the goal. What really happens if you see a goal on a corner kick, most likely, is the defense had some miscommunication, left somebody open, something went wrong, which does happen, and so they can be a big chance. They are especially big for teams that haven't had the run of play at all. It's a great way to guarantee that you get to send the ball right in front of the goalkeeper's face. But that's not been a problem here in this game, as both teams have had chances. And now Bovaird gets a shot off, and Steinwagi does really, really well to get down, not just make the save, but hold on to it, not allow a rebound, as Brody Bovaird was running quickly against the Cardinals D. And there was a beautiful 1-2 right there, executed by Max Morford. So now the Cardinals with a counter chance, following a really good opportunity for the Wildcats. Still bouncing around. They're going to get the rebound as it falls for Campbell. But then Owen Marsh comes away with it. Now the Wildcats look to counter. Still alive here. Bovaird. Nicely done to keep it alive. He found Cannon, and this chance is still going for the Wildcats. Feldkamp down the left side, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be a Cardinals throw, and they will make a substitution, bringing back on their captain, Daniel Peterson. A few different Cardinals players coming off the field here, Hawken Andrews being among them, as well as Cameron Kane. Referee wanted to make sure this throw-in was taken at the right spot. Now we've got a Wildcats throw. I think that must have been an illegal throw-in from the Cards. You have to have both feet on the ground with the ball all the way behind your head and over for a legal throw. If you commit an illegal throw, it becomes the other team's ball right at that same spot.
I believe that is what we saw there.
Nice ball there from Vergiati. And he looked up with a little bit of disgust there as Austin Moffitt's touch wasn't perfect for leading the counter. Vergiati was interested in getting downfield and getting downfield fast. Here's Bovard. Excuse me, this is Owen Marsh, and Marsh is going to shoot. Marsh opted to take the shot there. It's been a while. I think that's only the second shot we've seen for the Wildcats. Want to take a shot. It's always good to try and make the goalie work. Of course, that one was off target in the end, but don't blame him for taking the attempt. A substitution here is Beckham Erpelding reintroduced to the game. Some players looking for a foul as now Rivera is going to stay down, and the referee will stop play to check on Jose.
The crowd looking for a foul on that one too. Certainly not a happy section here in front of us in Cardinal Arena.
Play is going to take a stop. The teams will head to their respective benches as Cardinals trainer heads out there. We will go ahead and take a break right now as Jose Rivera is down on the field. We will provide an update when we are back.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Well, good news as Rivera was able to get off the field under his own power. Wasn't down for too long, but he is going to come out of the game for now. Play will resume with a drop ball to the Wildcats.
Glad the winds picked up a little bit. It was very, very hot when we got here earlier today. A little bit cooler now.
You mentioned the weather. I should
cooler for the players as well.
Mention the forecast here because it was extremely hot, which is why kickoff got delayed half an hour here today. They pushed the JV game back, which also pushes the varsity game back, just to try to get out of the heat as much as possible. And yet it is still 89 degrees right now. It is very hot, but it will get a little bit cooler as game goes on. Sunset is in about 15 minutes. It's supposed to be at 7:21. It's 7:03. That will definitely help.
Far from a cool day at the moment, though.
Yeah, can't imagine that it's super comfortable out there. They say that when players are moving, it feels about 20 degrees warmer. And this is a really good chance for the Cardinals here on the counter. Can they get back to the ball? It's still going to be alive here for Hurla. Hurla keeps it in. What can he do with it? Goes back for Moffitt. Moffitt crosses it in. And just a little bit too weak on that cross in. It'll be a goal kick, but some positive signs for the Cardinals there on the counter attack. Counter attack's always a great way to catch your defense, catch your opponent out of position, and create a chance.
Okay. Got it.
From the goal kick here, bit of momentum with Micah McKittrick, but he couldn't keep it in. Cardinals throw. It's interesting whenever there is a break of any kind, even if it's just for a minute or two in a soccer game, it is a complete hit of the refresh button for a run of play. It always is. Sometimes the same team can pick it back up, but it's impressive when they do that. Whenever a team has had the run of play, whenever the teams take a true break just for a second, they go over to their sidelines, you come back to a new feeling ball game. It's a weird thing. It seems like it shouldn't happen because it's only a momentary break, but it always does. Sometimes you will see a team that has been having the run of play the entire time. It's been all of them going, and then somebody gets hurt for a second, so you need to take a 60-second break. Then you come back, and all of a sudden the other team has the run of play, and you're like, how did this happen? Nothing changed. It's just that I don't know how to explain more than the fact that it happens. I just know that it does.
For sure.
So when teams take a second, things change. And right now, out of the break, the Cardinals have had the run of play. But just as I say that, a little bit too much on that pass from Gabe Campbell means it'll be a Wildcats throw.
And like you said, Reed, with how momentary those can be and how quickly momentum can flip, it's certainly difficult to keep a lot of momentum on one side for an extended period of time.
Well, the huge thing with soccer is turning your momentum is going to be a foul there. We haven't seen who. Yeah, I was going to say that's probably a foul on Erpelding. Indeed it is. Free kick for the Wildcats in a spot where they can send it further downfield. What was I yapping about?
You were yapping about the thing about soccer and momentary
switches. Yes. When you have it's not just about the momentum. It's not about the run of play. It's about the goals. You need to score. And so there are teams, I'll tell you as a Tottenham fan, if anybody out there knows anything about Tottenham, they have this season so far, 5 games in, had every game, all the momentum, all the ball, and just cannot score. And in the end, it doesn't matter how much of the ball you have.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Right. You need to do something with it. You need to convert. That's going to be a foul against the Wildcats. Shoving his defender to the ground was the right winger for Louisburg. And a couple subs are waiting for the cards. Will the referee let them on right now? Looks like he's not going to. But yeah, you've got to turn it into goals. And so sometimes teams that have had all the momentum get a counter chance against them, get scored on, and then it steals all the momentum away because now you're trailing. And so it's the momentum is the obvious thing. That's the thing that's always going on.
Right.
But you've got to turn it into goals.
Actually convert on it, yeah.
And that comes down to turning it into shots, which can be the hardest part, finding actual space where you can shoot, which is why you think to Owen Marsh's longer range shot earlier, he found himself in a bit of space. There wasn't a Cardinals player who could block his shot. So even though it's a little bit further out to pull the trigger, if you can get a shot that you know is going to potentially go right to the goalie, you take that chance because that's an opportunity to get a goal. Maybe something goes wrong, you can get the rebound. You got to get shots, which means getting the ball into a dangerous area, getting it at your feet and in some space. Cardinals will get a chance to make the subs here. Trenton Reidinger and Jude Whalen will come in. Didn't quite catch the numbers that stepped off. Looks like Erpelding was one of them, and then Gabe Campbell was the other. Erpelding just gets that one away, but headed back by Minster, but then a Cardinals throw. Erpelding wants to take it quickly. So I guess he did not check out of the game then, my bad. Headed there past Marsh, but also past Whalen. Erpelding once again, this time able to get it to Hayes, who was trying to find Morford, but blocked away. It's been a lot of Cardinal possession lately, but just around the middle of the park, and a big kick there by Jacob Brown, and a great header there. Worth mentioning, your goalkeeper cannot generally use his hands on a pass from his own teammate, but if your teammate passes with literally anything except their foot back to the goalkeeper, he is then allowed to use his hands. So that was a headed ball there from the captain Peterson to his co-captain Steinlage, which allowed him to use his hands. Quadruple sub now for the Cards. Harding, Music, Hayes, and Diddy will come in. Imagine with the nearly 90-degree weather, Coach Erpelding will want to keep things rotating out there. Don't want to tire anybody out, put them in what could end up being a dangerous situation if you have a player out there for too long.
Yeah, on a night like this, it certainly could be.
And now, before play resumes here, Wildcats also going to make a sub, getting Grant Cannon, the junior, back out there, and he will go in for the left back, Dan Minster, who I called out earlier as being highly involved every time that the Wildcats got the ball. They seemed like they were funneling it to 22 and then seeing what he wanted to do with it. So now he's off the field. They'll need somebody else to be that leader for them. Marsh putting some pressure on the Cardinals D, and no call there, despite pretty clear body language from Marsh that was giving up on the ball and just opting to shove his opponent. Steinlage ushering his team downfield. We are 25 minutes in, 24 and a little bit into this first half. Tough to call for who seems more likely to score. Of course, you look at the stats. And the stats tell you more likely to score is the Cardinals, but the stats
Right.
have nothing to do with this game. That's just looking at what has happened in the past, which is that the Cardinals tend to keep clean sheets while the Wildcats tend to not. Clean sheet being a synonym of shutout.
Yep.
And that the Cardinals even just last year beat the Wildcats 1-0. A beautiful pass there for Erpelding, just a hair off, which allowed the Wildcats defender to get that clear. But you love the idea there. That's one of those where your teammate will turn back to you and put his thumb up in the air and say, that's a great idea. If you see that again, do it again, and I will do my best to get there. I like it.
Yeah, when I was marking down numbers earlier, that's certainly one thing that stuck out to me is not only the pass between these two teams, where obviously the Cardinals have a slight edge, but four of the five wins for the Cardinals being those shutouts.
Four
of the five is very impressive to me. And of course, we're still seeing wins out of the Wildcats here. You can't discredit that at all.
There was a shot there for the Cards. It was blocked pretty quickly. Now here's Hayes. Hayes prodding away, trying to find some space, does well with that move. Will he shoot here? Opts to pass, and a shot attempt there for the Cards. Really good move. That was Caden Dunback with that shot. Cardinals fans rightfully appreciating the move they just saw from Hayes and the shot from Dunback. It's the second shot on target for the Cards. Did not turn into anything yet, though we are still deadlocked, but a good game here. Cards back in possession. Hayes with a quick pass, looking to Diddy. Diddy keeps it in. Now under some pressure, though, passes back, and Dunback went to the ground. It's still in Cardinal possession, though. Bouncing up in the air. Harding. Still with the Cards. Now Music. Music. And now Cardinals going to slow things down for a second. Wildcats have done really well to keep everyone covered, and the Wildcats take that chance to pounce and press further downfield.
And not
Peterson under some pressure here. Ooh. Kane ended up having to rush that one back to Steinlage, who in an equally quick fashion rushes it away. Sorry, Hayden, you were saying?
You're good. Not only are we seeing a pretty evenly matched game here, but it's also so exciting with how much they're moving up and down the field. Not a static game we're seeing right now whatsoever.
That clearance from Music didn't get all the way out, so Cannon gets it back into the middle for Marsh. Marsh brings it down well. Still Marsh, working against Dunback. Now the captain, that was Showalter. And cleared away, but only momentarily. Now back for the Cards, and the pass for Erpelding a little bit short. But then an equally inaccurate pass from the Wildcats, and Erpelding will end up coming out the benefactor.
See an opportunity after opportunity here for both sides. Just a little bit of sloppy play on each end.
Ooh, Erpelding tried to get the ball out from his feet. Ended up not being able to, and then will win a foul there. Thought about taking it quickly, will take it quickly, and Hayes had his head down. Erpelding chose to take that one kick quickly, which is within your right as a player. As long as your opponent isn't getting carded, you're free to go. And he was looking for Hayes. Hayes didn't have his head up, though the Cardinals may be fortunate to come away with the throw-in, which means Erpelding will get another chance to try and get the ball to the danger of Hayes. That's right where he goes. Hayes heads it somewhat towards goal, and then the Wildcat defender heads it out. Corner kick.
Corner kick, Eudora.
Erpelding sends it on the ground, and that was intentional there, keeping it low for Trenton Reidinger, but Reidinger then got under it too much. Another shot for the Cards, though they now lead on shots 4-2.
Solid change of pace. We're looking at 1-2, a little ways in there in favor of the Wildcats.
11 minutes left here. Substitute waiting for the Cards is Henry Pratt.
Side note, the sun is starting to set here over Cardinal Stadium. A beautiful night, cooling off a little bit. Got to be a little bit easier on these players, which you love to see.
Definitely. And it's nice we're in the shade. Something I had told you off air, but I can repeat it on air. A lot of schools have their football field being nice. They thought about, they considered the angles of the sun so that it wouldn't be too hot. And they just stick the soccer field on the other side of the press box, which is horrible because then the soccer field's right in the sun. Instead, the Cardinals use the same field for football and soccer, which there's pros and cons to both. That means that you have to look at the lines of the football field and know that those are not out of bounds for this soccer game. Instead, there are gray markers added on just a few feet further that are our out of bounds lines here. But I think that we'll take gray borders for the field instead of the sun in our face and killing the players as well.
Absolutely.
Here's Minster against Hayes. Minster trying to get that all the way out for a goal kick, and Hayes wins a corner. Minster was pretty ambitious to think that he could shepherd that one all the way out for a goal kick. He was trying to just let it roll. It was last touched by a Cardinal. Hayes wrapped his foot around Minster, kicked it out off of Minster's shin, and wins a corner kick that really came out of nowhere for the Cards. Half an hour into this first half, deadlocked. Hayes is going to send this one in. He's got 6 assists this year. Could he get another? Now here's Bovaird. And not sure how he got that one past his defender. Bovaird with a really nice trick there, and he'll win a throw. Nine and a half left here. Cleared away. Some players wanted a handball, but I can tell you that was a lot more of the shoulder, which the shoulder is allowed. It's not exactly black and white where a handball begins, but you can sort of picture it as the end of a t-shirt sleeve. But that's a vague idea. It's really just in the eyes of the referee. Did your hand end up affecting, or your hand or arm end up having a true effect on where the ball went? There's also a new term that's come in the last couple of years, an unnatural position, which is that maybe even if your hand does affect the ball, if it's in a position that made sense for it to be, we might still allow it. Just like
all depends on the situation.
Yes, just like how football and baseball struggle to define a catch, soccer struggles to define a handball. It can be tough. Here's Hayes. And Hayes, I think he touched that one last. Does the linesman agree? He does not. Hayes will win the throw. And Hayes will then leave it for Henry Pratt, which is a good idea. That allows Hayes to sneak towards goal, which you'd like your attacker to be closer to the goal rather than taking the throw in. Pratt takes it short. He'll get it back and try to play a first-time pass, and wow, just squeaks through to Peterson.
So precise right there, so close.
Ridinger come away with that one, and miscommunication, and then as a foul, clear as day, committed by the Cards. So a free kick here for the Wildcats. Run of play has really been in the hands of the Cards. They have not been able to produce a whole lot with it. They've gotten a few shots off. We mentioned they've got 4 so far here. But none of them have been ideal shots. They've been, which not every shot is going to be that perfect shot, but they would like to turn the possession that they've had into some shots out in front of goal, shorter distance, ones that you give a lot less time to the goalkeeper to react. And with 7 minutes left in the half, I think that the Wildcats might, though a lot of their players seem like they are in full-on attack mode, but some Wildcats might be in the mindset of trying to get to halftime, because just like with the 1 minute break,
almost survival.
Of course, a 15-minute break totally changes things. Teams will come out of a halftime break, and it can look completely different teams. Especially they'll make changes, to have a coaching talk, change formations. All kinds of things can happen in the halftime break. Right now, because it's been all Cardinals, the Wildcats might be looking at just trying to run out the next 7 minutes, though if they can get a counter chance, they're not going to turn it down, as we have seen Brody Bovaird and co. taking every chance to run downfield and attack the Cardinals defense. Here's Pratt. Pratt going to Dunback. Dunback goes down, was looking for a foul, and he will get it. Hayes standing over the ball. He's going to take it quickly, looking across the field, and he's got it! It's Jude Whalen with a beautiful goal. 7th assist on the year for Hayes, and Whalen with his 4th goal in his sophomore season. What a beautiful ball. We talked about the players are free to take those free kicks as quick as they like. Hayes looking downfield, didn't let the Wildcats get set at all. And that was what worked out there. He was perfectly onside, though. He was in line with the other defenders. And then that one hit him right on the head, basically couldn't miss. Great ball from Hayes, great finish from Wayland. Cardinals lead.
The flag comes across the front of the bleachers right here. The Eudora Cardinals flag flying high. The crowd loved to see that one. As we're looking at 6:15 to go here in the first half. Right when we talk about just trying to survive to the end of the half, right?
Right.
Do you start playing conservative almost just to make it to halftime?
That's what I was saying, and they did it. They turned it into a goal.
Yep.
That is a huge, goals change games so much because that leaves the Cardinals a little bit freer to drop back. Of course, they'll want to still score more, but they're freer to, you don't need every player running downfield when you transition into offense. Some guys that are a little winded can opt to stick back, play defense,
loosen
try
some
and
constraints
seal
just
it
a
up.
little
Yeah,
bit.
and then the Wildcats gonna have to push more, which leaves them more vulnerable at the back.
Yep.
And another chance here, and that one's going to be blocked away for a corner kick.
Yeah, like you said, maybe the biggest part there isn't only allowing the Cardinals giving themselves a little bit more freedom. It's the pressure that puts on the Wildcats now, that little bit higher of tension that it puts them in, a little bit less breathing room you have.
Oh, it's a lot.
Of course, still in the first half, but that's about as significant as it can get right here.
100% worth mentioning, though, all of the Wildcats' wins, they have been scored on, which means that they are fully capable of not just scoring one goal, but scoring multiple goals, which is a really tough task. And they have done it 4 times this season, because they're 4-1 and have yet to keep a clean sheet, but they do not have yet to win. So do with that what you will. Cardinals not at all home and dry here, but they're definitely
you could almost look at that,
feeling good.
You could almost look at that the other way as well, as the Cardinals have kept clean sheets across the board.
That's true, and a really good ball from Rivera. Just couldn't find a head of a Cardinals attacker, but a great positioned cross there by Jose Rivera. But that is a great point, yes. Meanwhile,
you could go either way with it.
The Cardinals have kept 4 clean sheets in their 5 wins. So
Certainly a good spot.
maybe that one goal is all they need, just like last year.
You could very well have coaching on each side saying, hey, this is exactly where we want to be. If you're the Cardinals, we're keeping them low on points. This is exactly where we want to be. The Wildcats could be saying, hey, we know how to score when we get scored on. This is fine. We're where we want to be.
Colton Blue is going to lead a counter chance here for the Wildcats. His spirits have not dropped at all with the concession of the first goal here today. And a clearance attempt by Peterson goes backwards, and he just has to get it away from danger, and it will go out for a throw-in right by the corner flag. The captain there with his clearance getting shanked, potentially going a little bit awry. Erpelding waits to come on for the Cards, but he will not get to come in prior to this throw-in. It will be a medium-length throw, you could say, and then headed out for a goal kick for the Cards, so the chance for the Wildcats goes away without much pressure on the Cards, and now Erpelding will get to come in for Pratt. 3 minutes and change left. Cards with the lead. Could look to try and add a second one here, though I have not seen any real drop in spirit or in competitive energy from the Wildcats.
No,
so there's
not even a bit.
Nothing to say that that second goal is going to come easy.
Does it ever come easy?
There are times, but not here today.
No, this doesn't look like a game where anything's going to come easy for either side.
Not at all. Erpelding throwing that one well, and wow, nicely met by Ethan Sharp. Sharply got that one away.
I'm up here in the booth with a funny guy.
Erpelding, ooh, wow, tricked himself on that one. That'll be a throw-in to the visitors. Minster's going to take it. We've seen that he's got some pretty long throws.
Had impressive ones all day long.
And he will do that one so nonchalant, yet it went about 10, 15 yards. Does go to the Cardinals, though. No foul there.
It's not an easy throw in the slightest either.
Peterson will go all the way back for Steinlage. Slow pressure coming from Blue.
Keeps it low.
2 minutes left. Hayes was looking for the first time pass. A little bit of miscommunication. 100 seconds left here in this first half. Cardinals take the throw here. Wildcats are going to get a chance here. Minster looking to the middle. Sends in the cross, but no one there. Cleared away. I might have liked to see Steinlage come out and call his defender off of that one, but
certainly.
Instead, the defender, when you don't hear anything from your goalkeeper, the phrase is when in doubt, get it out.
Right.
This one in there for Blue. Still bouncing around, and Peterson says, I'm in a little bit of doubt. I'm going to get it out.
I'm going to get it out. You can never be too safe, right? Especially with a 1-0 lead. No reason to take any huge risks at the moment, especially with the clock winding down quickly here in the first half.
I will say, though, seems like just for the moment, the Wildcats have grabbed a small run of play here. And nicely done there to watch that one as it rolls out for a goal kick.
Don't speak too soon now.
No. Wildcats have showed that they're not worried by that goal, which is a good sign. You don't want to go down and then you're so
see an
worried
entire
about
demeanor change.
Yeah, you think that the game's already lost. Like there's so much time left, and the Wildcats know that more than anybody else.
It's a very resilient team, like we said.
Bovaird, along with Blue, gets tackled. Still in the area is Bovaird, but the Cardinals will navigate past him, only for a moment though. Still in.
Maybe not just for a moment.
On that far side, and the clock hits 000, so we will go to the break with it 1-0 to the Cardinals off of a really good goal from Jude Whalen. So the Cardinals do have the lead just like they did last year going into the break. We've got the halftime show next here on Eudora Sports Live.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
The Burt Nash Center has been serving Douglas County since 1950. We offer a wide range of behavioral health services for youth and their families, including individual, family, and group therapy, parent support, case management, and medication services. Reaching out can be a difficult step, but it's a crucial first step. Contact us at 785-843-9192 or visit our website at burtnash.org. Our team is here for your team.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today,
No.
there are real threats to press freedom,
Reaching residential areas?
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com. Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
The Burt Nash Center has been serving Douglas County since 1950. We offer a wide range of behavioral health services for youth and their families, including individual, family, and group therapy, parent support, case management, and medication services. Reaching out can be a difficult step, but it's a crucial first step. Contact us at 785-843-9192 or visit our website at burtnash.org. Our team is here for your team.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
All right, welcome in here to the halftime show. The sun has definitely set. It has gotten actually pretty dark here around the Eudora District Stadium. And this halftime show is brought to you by Jean's Heartland Foods. Shop local and support local at Jean's Heartland Foods. Visit their website, eudora.heartlandfoods.com, to sign up for exclusive offers and rewards today. We've got about 2.5 left in this first half. We gotta do that. We got the clock. In this first half, and so we can look back on the stats from that first half. There were 6 shots for the Cards, which is pretty impressive. You mentioned it, Hayden, at once they trailed in shots, which trailing in shots in the end means nothing. It's all about the goals. But yeah, they trailed in shots 2-1. They go into halftime leading in shots 6-2. So they got 5 unanswered shots, you could say, and 4 of those shots on target, which is always great. You want to be testing the defense, testing the goalkeeper, and of course there's the goal in there, which is the biggest thing. They lead in the only stat that matters, 1-0, and that was a beautiful ball by Hayes.
It was gorgeous.
You have to give a lot of credit to Hayes, but it's also finishing it off is just as difficult.
The cohesive finish,
You know, so that's Wayland that got that goal, and Yeah, you can mess up the perfect pass. Boy, I tell you, I have seen some of the most ridiculous misses from professionals where it's like you literally had to hit it 2 inches forward. How did you hit the crossbar and miss? And Jude Whalen did not find himself on this list of bloopers, instead with a really good finish. He actually had some really nice intent on it. Didn't just head it towards target, headed it with a little bit of upward momentum, which put it out of the reach of the Louisburg goalkeeper. It was a really smart finish and deserved for the Cardinals. They had a lot of the run of play and deserved a goal for that header by Whalen and the pass by Hayes. The vision that he saw to take that one quickly, not let the defense get set. You love to see that creativity, and Hayes with 7 assists already on the year. That is incredible. That is a good end of season tally, and we are pretty early on here in the year, and he has got 7.
He's already 7, correct?
Yeah, yep, 7. He's got averaging 1 a game, already closing in on double digits. He also has 2 goals to his name, so he is 1 more goal contribution away from a 10-goal contribution season, which is always just such a great year, and it's in his senior season, so you love to see that from him.
Just to feel good.
The Wildcats did look good, 100%. This is not a all right, we're comfortable, this game's over.
Far from a one-sided affair, for sure.
There is a lot of work left to be done. The Wildcats are going to continue to apply pressure on the Cardinals, and it is not going to be easy to see this one out. This 1-goal lead could easily go away, and if the Wildcats were to equalize, then everything goes back.
That's a level playing field.
Yep. It's essentially 0-0. It's all over restarted, and you can see there just some dirt blowing across your screen. It got very windy just now. All of our papers flew all over the place.
Flying around.
I'm sure
in the box.
You can hear it, as I can hear it in my ear, that the crowd mic is getting blown on, and you can see it there on your screen. So visual and audio cues that it's windy here, and it is going to be blowing in a cardinal direction, blowing right to left. A cardinal direction, nice.
Nice
blowing right to left for the Cardinals in blue, which could be a benefit for them. It might be easier for them to get some shots on goal. It might be more difficult, or I can tell you it will be more difficult for the Wildcats to clear, as, boy, it is windy.
Very windy.
Let's see if we can get a definitive number here on the miles per hour, as it is some strong wind here.
And going back to what you said earlier about how even this game is and how rare those scoring opportunities are and how impressive that finish was for the Cards. Like you said, of course, at the end of the game, scoring is the only thing that really matters. But you mentioned that the setup doesn't have to be perfect, and you're not always going to get that perfect setup. They didn't get the perfect setup, but they still had to execute very, very well once they got all the way down there, and they did. All the credit to the Cards.
We are underway in the middle of this windstorm, as it is now the second half. Cardinals up 1-0.
We now bring you a dust storm brought to you by Cardinal Athletics.
And the wind has taken away our game clock from being accurate. We might just abandon that for the time being.
Well, we can count it down.
Yeah.
We'll dart back to it every now and then for you guys listening at home.
Currently just a minute off the clock. Man, everything is blowing around. Can't keep track of anything right now.
I'll cover camera for you. I know we had a container go flying across the floor a minute ago as well, so we'd love to see that. So here goes the Wildcats, send it back to midfield.
And wow! Look at that ball go. That looked like an MLS goalkeeper kick. That went
goalkeeper
flying,
to goalkeeper.
And that is because of the wind here. Steinlage must be feeling like he's got the I don't know, the foot of Johnny Russell with that one. That one went all the way. You're right. It went goalie to goalie in a hurry. So it is going to be a tough task for the Wildcats to clear. You can see now some players holding up the game cam just to make sure they still have useful film after this one's done. We are in a serious windstorm here.
Did you catch a miles per hour by chance?
Yeah, it says only 8. I'm thinking that's not updated. This is going to be a free kick in a very dangerous area for the Cards, especially factoring in this wind, which you are not allowed to not factor in at the moment, as it is unavoidable. And this is going to be a real dangerous chance here. You have to imagine Hayes is going to want to shoot simply because of the wind at his back. How could you not? And here is this free kick shot from Hayes, and it's in! It had to! You could call that one wind assisted, but it doesn't matter. The Cardinals lead 2-0.
They don't ask,
in this tornado.
They don't ask how, they just ask how many. And the light show once again with the lights are out here in Cardinal Stadium. And this crowd is rowdy and awake here through the wind, through the weather.
Hayes
could say we're weathering the storm here.
Absolutely, and that is his 10th goal contribution on the year, this time off of his own foot. And I can tell you, I saw that one coming from a mile away. I'm sure you all did, because with this ridiculous wind, he could not shoot that one. It was going to come off of his foot extremely powerfully, have a lot less time for the goalkeeper to react. He might even have some dirt in his eyes. In fact, I would be surprised if he didn't.
Right.
And it's now 2-0 for the Cards, which is a very good situation for the Cardinals, and they still have this wind-induced momentum. Here, let's keep an eye on this goal kick and just see how far they're able to even get the ball. Yeah, smart idea to keep it on the ground, just to try and keep it out of the wind as much as possible.
Speaking of, looking at just under 37 minutes to go here in half number 2.
Peterson, though, the second he kicks that one, doing anything but keeping it on the ground, because that is a Cardinals wind. Another goal kick here. I would love to see the Cardinals go and put pressure, because if they were to cover all of the options on the ground, they could force the Wildcats to play it through the air, which would not be a beneficial situation. And even though they didn't have everyone covered, the Wildcats did play it in the air and could not maintain possession. All the way back to Steinmage. The wind has died down just a bit. It is still there, but it is not as I don't know,
quite as severe as
forceful as it was just a minute ago. I mean, that was comical. We were about to be in the Wizard of Oz for a second there.
We were struggling for a moment, for sure. Acting like we weren't.
Everything in sight was being blown away. I even saw something over on the Cardinals building, a gigantic banner that was being blown around. Yep. Bovaird wins a corner kick here.
In other words, we did manage to get our lights on in here, so there's a positive out of that. We had a little bit of disorientation in here.
I don't know if that was on camera. I just saw lightning far off in the distance, but did see some lightning. You good? Oh. I don't think that jeopardizes the game just yet, but if it gets any closer, we could be looking at an early end to this game. Certainly. Really good ball for Hayes. Oh, from Hayes. Just a little bit too much on it there.
I will refrain from making the Lightning McQueen joke that just popped into my head.
Okay. There was
a serious situation. We will not joke.
There was rain in the forecast, but it was supposed to be here by now, and it's not. So Cardinals, or this game, might not have rain be a part of it. Though the wind certainly has been, and we did just see lightning in the distance, so you never know. There's a sub waiting for the Cards, but they're going to take this throw in first. Another opportunity to have the wind help the Cardinals. Sent around the box. It's going to come back, and a shot! And that one went off the football post, so that means it is out of bounds. But not a bad shot at all. Had the goalkeeper worried.
And again, the wind is favoring the Cards a little bit on this side of the field too, so not a bad time to try it. And you're right, when the wind is when the wind is almost helping you, as problematic as it may seem at the moment, you kind of have to take those shots when you get them. So it's at least nice to see that the Cards are still keeping that aggression.
No, this is the wind right now is only a Louisburg problem. A shot there for the Cards goes wide.
Home game, Mother Nature's on your side. It's a good night for the Cards here.
Well, I mean, we didn't focus on it at all, but I guess this goes back to the coin toss, and you got to say good job there.
Right.
Great job on picking the right side of the field.
You think Coach might have said, hey, the wind's going to go east when it gets here?
Who knows? If so,
hats off to the coaching
then that
staff.
goal would be entirely due to Coach Erpelding, the second one. While we're here, you got to say Hayes leading that Barbed Wire Barbecue Smokin' Player of the game with a goal and an assist. Who else could you give it to? The goal scorer, Waylon, here playing defense for the Cards. Now Bovaird, and here's Waylon, and just pokes it out of play. There's another lightning strike there.
Looking at about 33 minutes to go.
In the distance. Sub for the Wildcats. We'll see Evan Moreland come in. And now waiting for the Cardinals is Jose Rivera.
That ball went to outer space on that kick.
Going to be a Wildcats throw as they find themselves battling more than just 11 players, battling the weather as well.
A 12th man, you could say.
Trying to get downfield, but instead here's the Cardinals with another chance. And it's going to stay a Cardinals ball here. It's Max Morford, and his shot is saved. Sixth shot on target for the Cardinals. Solid output, especially when you turn that into 2 goals.
Absolutely.
You will take that.
Shooting a good percentage, that's for sure.
Louisburg does have one win this season where they gave up 2. It was an overtime win, 3-2. And it was a game where there were only 40 seconds left in overtime when they scored the winning goal to take it home 3-2. And I think that now, if Louisburg were to turn it around, of course, more than a half hour left. There's 31 minutes up on the clock. If they were to turn it around, it might need the intervention of overtime as well. So there is a lot of time left. People do say, and it plays out quite a lot, that 2-0 can sometimes be the most dangerous lead in soccer. Here's Hayes for the Cardinals. I'll elaborate on that thought in a bit. It's off the top of the crossbar. Is it in?
Oh my goodness.
It did not go in. It could not have been any closer. It is instead a corner kick for the Cardinals. That shot hit off the bottom of the crossbar, bounced down, and it's actually a goal kick in the end.
Oh my goodness. I'd say a sigh of relief being breathed by the goalie over on that side. How close was that?
Couldn't have been any closer. Logic almost tells you it feels like it could have almost had to go in, hitting off at the bottom of the crossbar with such momentum, but it is possible to hit at the right angle that it
logic doesn't apply.
Doesn't
this is
go
soccer.
in. Hey,
this is sports, silly. No, I'm not attacking your sport.
Free kick for the Cards here.
This is a blast thus far.
Yeah, blast of wind to the face for the poor Wildcats goalkeeper.
Well, if you want to get technical.
Another free kick here. 30 yards out from goal. Erpelding sends it in and just goes wide. I don't even know if he had decided if that was a shot or a cross. I don't think he really cared. He was just getting it around the area. A quintuple substitution for the Cardinals here. Let's see, 2, 3, 6, 18, 22. We got Music, Rivera, Morford, Andrews, and Hurla. Lincoln Hurla. Here with just under half an hour to go. See if we can bring this scoreboard cam back as the wind has let up just a bit. There we are. Look at that. Oh, and
I gotcha.
No, it was good.
Yeah, then
it's fine.
Then I
Just
bumped it.
Leave it. That's good. I'll crop it. There we are.
The infamous elbow bump.
Cardinals with the full run of play right now. And you cannot not factor in the wind to that. It is
right.
The Wildcats simply cannot get it away for more than a second, especially because every Cardinals kick comes off about 20 miles extra with the extra speed.
I don't know if there could be much of a harder time to try to not only get possession but retain it.
But yes, I was saying a 2-goal lead, why it can be the most dangerous lead in soccer. It really can be at times because when you've got that 2-goal lead, you sit back, you're comfortable.
You're almost relaxed.
We've got this game pretty much won. Of course, not over yet. A third goal would be nice, but a free kick conceded by the Cardinals, you think you're pretty much there. And so when you get scored on, you don't really change anything, or you might not think to. Like, if you're leading 1-0 and you get scored on, you're thinking,
now it's time.
You're thinking
we
gotta
things.
go. We need to. We know we can win this game. We need to go and do that. Whereas when you get scored on down 2-0 and it becomes 2-1, is this be another free kick for the Wildcats?
Thinking we're still up.
Yeah, a lot of players, it doesn't. The alarm bells don't really sound in their head, so they play the same way. While on the other side, they finally just scored. They've scored their first goal today. They're thinking, oh, come on, we can do that again. Let's recreate that. Let's get back on level terms and make a whole new ball game. And so sometimes you will see teams, a lot of games can go from 2-0 to 2-2. Rarely, but it does happen. Games can even go 2-0 all the way back to 3-2 the other side.
Well, we were looking at it earlier. If there was any team that could do it, it would be this Wildcat team, as resilient as they are.
And those games, 3-2, some of the most. That is one of the most exciting scorelines you can see is a 3-2 soccer game. Not that that's what the Cardinals would like to see here today.
They'd certainly like 2-0.
Couldn't control that one, but he will win a free kick.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals will be pretty all right with a 2-0 score at the end of this one. But
Absolutely.
As a fan, 3-2 is about as good as it gets.
They'd love to get Steinlage his third clean sheet. Sent in by Erpelding, and it will go all the way through untouched to the goalkeeper. Sent low, trying to keep it out of the wind. Here's Blue. Blue still going. Blue getting past the defenders in Blue. Still Blue here. He's got Moreland in the middle. Sends it in on the ground, and it is
what a block.
Deflected by Erpelding and gathered by Steinlage. That was a real chance there off the foot of Colton Blue. So Steinlage can gratefully fall on that one. Bit of a sigh of relief. Punts it straight up into the sky. I'm sure that was done intentionally. As you can see, it goes about 80 yards down the field. He'd love to get a punt like that tomorrow on Friday if he has to.
Certainly. We'd love to call that one tomorrow night.
All right.
How many high school football games do you think I've gotten to call an 80-yard punt before?
80-yard punt, yeah.
Nights like this, that's probably about it.
3 subs for the Cards. Matusz Brzezowski will come in along with Cameron Daniels and Caden Dunback. This goal kick taken out to the left side as the Wildcats try to get something going. They seem to have adjusted their formation to have 2 forwards now. Before it was just Bovaird. Now it's Bovaird and Blue. Here is Erpelding against Bovaird, and his cleat was one size too small there. The studs
just a little bit
didn't end up rolling over on the ball, but now a cross in, and goalkeeper collects.
I can only imagine what the wind has got to be like. It's calmed down quite a bit now, but those gusts are still no joke. Can't be a good time as a player down there.
And everybody's shirt out there is still fluttering like a flag. So it's not that it's gone. It has let up, but it is still ever present. Bovaird does get a foul, but the referee played advantage. And then a beautiful move there by Daniels. Turns it around for the Cards. Bovaird, though, applying pressure against Whalen. Whalen still going and will win a throw. Advantage is when a foul is committed, but the referee deems that it would actually be less of an advantage to give you the free kick rather than just to allow you to continue on as is. So that was what happened there. Bovaird was fouled, but the Wildcats still had the ball in a good spot. So he played advantage, then they continued on for a second, and then that means that the advantage has gone away. That's fine, I'll get it. That's good. After it's again arbitrary, but after 3 or 4 seconds, that advantage has gone away if the Wildcats still have it. If the referee calls advantage and the Wildcats immediately turn it over, then he can call it back and still give the free kick. But if they do continue on play and then lose it a little bit later on down the line, then play is just moved on from the foul.
Pretty well gone.
And there you go, a clearing attempt went straight up and did not go anywhere, and then will roll all the way back to the goalkeeper. Just another example of the wind that is still very strong here.
As you were saying, we're in the press box. We've had those gusts calm down just a little bit, but we're isolated on 3.5 of our 4 sides here, so it doesn't mean it's calm out there for them whatsoever yet.
It also helped that we closed the door.
That did help quite a bit.
Substitutions here for the Wildcats.
Man, when you say waving like flags, you're not kidding out there. Those jerseys are moving around plenty.
A round of applause here as Dan Minster exits the game. Not sure if maybe there's an injury going on there. Yeah, seems like there is. He's talking with the trainer. Minster has had a very real role in this game for Louisburg, and he would have been a big part if they were to
absolutely
have stormed for a comeback here. Pun not intended, but I like it. But
I like it a lot.
He is out and sort of just gingerly walking around. It's not, I wouldn't say it seems like his day has to be done, especially the way that he wants to work.
Gingerly is a pretty good phrase, I'd say.
Some pressure being applied there by a number 23, which I don't have on my roster, so that might be a JV player out there. Let's see. Would be Wyatt Tharp, who is a junior. Chance for the Cards, but cleared away, just getting it out of danger. Ooh, what's the referee going to call here? Foul, and a foul against the Cards. Could have gone either way there.
A little bit of an air show right there.
Yep. With 23 minutes to go here, Cardinals with that 2-0 lead. It has gotten dark. It has gotten windy. Another Wildcats free kick as they march their way downfield. I think that right now when they're battling this wind, earning set pieces further and further downfield could be a great way just to guarantee that you're starting from a better spot, because it's going to be hard to make progress downfield.
Absolutely. Looking at about 22 and a half minutes to go here, 22:25 on the clock right now.
I misread the number. It was not 23 Wyatt Tharp. It said it was 27 Eamon Grove. My mistake on that one. Cardinals ready an unprecedented, what is I don't even know. 7 substitutions. Septuple? Is that potentially the word?
A septuplet? I don't know.
I think it might be. 7 subs are ready for the Cards.
Whatever that plural form would be. It's a lot.
Yeah. And pressure here from Pratt is going to win the Cardinals the ball. Trying to work it around. Rivera was in the area. It's going to come for Dunback, who opted for the shot. Was hoping that maybe the wind could help him in the same way that it helped Hayes. And now that group of 7 subs will come on. Apologies, but I didn't get all their numbers. But 7 new Cardinals have stepped into
7
the
is
game.
a lot. We can probably forgive you for not getting all 7.
If I see any jersey numbers that I recognize specifically being new out there, I will be sure to get their name. I do see that Cameron Kane was among the new players to check in, along with Gabe Campbell. This was Pratt that fell on that clearance. Here's Marsh now. Harding, ooh, nicely done to get past him there by Viterna. And a foul here, and then the referee says, Mason, come over here. I need to talk to you real quick. Giving a talking to, which is often the final warning before you get a yellow card. Saying, don't do that again.
Saying, I will be kind. I will let you know. Look at the wind effect. That one just stopped it.
This one going all the way back to Steinlage. He does not have hands on this one, so just has to clear it away, which actually will fall to a Wildcat. Here's Marsh, and Marsh's pass cleared away by Kane, and it goes straight to Hayes. Hayes at the 50. Cuts downfield. Has some teammates there in support.
A little bit of an awkward
Comes
land
across
right
for Campbell, and Campbell can't get to it before it is absolutely bombed away by Micah McKittrick.
Our white and blue jersey flag show still continuing out there on the turf.
So halfway through this first half here, Hayden, 20 minutes in, what kind of things have you seen? Well, actually, hold that thought. Cardinals with a counter chance. Harding going to try to catch up to this one. And was in the area, but it will be a goal kick. So halfway through this first half, of course, the Cardinals, or second half, of course, the Cardinals scored very early on. What have your thoughts been? What would it take for Louisburg to get back? Just give your general thoughts as this is going on.
Well, what it would take for Louisburg to get back for me is not a whole lot. I mean, they're playing very, very well. They're playing fairly clean. You're not seeing any – I don't want to say any. You're not seeing a whole lot of change in demeanor whatsoever. Of course, this is a team that we've probably beat the horse enough at this point. Is very, very used to playing down, very used to getting scored on.
This is going to be a chance for Harding.
What a block.
What a save there. That one should not have gotten through to Harding, but it did, and he took that chance. That's why what we were talking about earlier today with the applying pressure.
Yep.
Of course, a lot of times the team just gets it away, no problem, but you can create some amazing chances. That was Harding and the goalkeeper just 1v1, and it was a big moment there.
Someone has a chance.
Great save, though. So you were saying, Hayden.
Well, I'm not seeing a whole lot of demeanor change out of the Wildcats, which I think is what we like to see. But the Cardinals are still playing very, very clean. They're not, certainly don't look like they're resting on their laurels up 2-0 at this point.
No.
But the Wildcats, it wouldn't take much to get back into this game. They're playing clean. They're playing well.
Kane couldn't get it away.
Still a fairly split game here. Just a little bit of a push from the Wildcats could pretty easily pop them right back into this game.
Smart play there by Peterson to just go back for Steinlage, who got it away. Yeah, no, you're right with that the Cardinals have not let up at all, which is nice to see. And I think that's a matter of they've kept everybody fresh, keeping everybody in there. And I can tell you, even in a game where you're feeling comfortable, if you're sitting on the bench at all, watching your team out there have fun and score goals,
right,
you want to be in on the act.
Absolutely.
And so you're gonna, when you get out there, you are gonna feel like you need to capitalize on that chance.
And credit to the coaching staff for that. They've done that. They've substituted a whole lot, given just about everybody a chance out there.
And I think that's a great way to get the best out of your players.
I agree.
Here's Hayes. Hayes is going to look to shoot. What a save. And gobbles up the rebound as well, does the goalkeeper. Great shot from Hayes. Is denied.
Denied.
I don't think we have seen even 30 consecutive seconds of anything dangerous from the Wildcats. They've had some moments, but it has just been all the Cardinals' side of the field, the Cardinals attacking half.
Nothing continued on for sure. Nothing super continuous, super extended periods of time.
And at this point, the wind has turned into pretty much a non-factor. Yes, there are breezes. There are breezes going right to left, but it's nothing that you wouldn't expect on an average day, which
Absolutely.
For those first 5-10 minutes of this first half, second half, it was not average wind. But I think it's
far from it.
At this point, it has been reduced to a non-factor, which would potentially unleash the Wildcats to try and get the run of play going. If they can maintain possession, string some passes together, they'll try to do that here, working down the far left side. And it'll be a Wildcats throw, and then also a double change for the Cards. If the referee wants it to happen right now, which he does not. So
doesn't look like it.
Erpelding and Brzezowski will hold on.
And, of course, there's a factor of many things. There's a lot of things that go into coming back from a 2-0 deficit. But I think that's the main thing for the Wildcats right now is just executing and holding those runs for longer than those short little bursts of time, right? Being able to actually hold that possession, hold that momentum. We talk about how much momentum can come and go here for sure.
Here is Hayes once again, the danger man for the Cards.
Danger boy.
That was Campbell, and it went off of Campbell, so it'll be a Wildcats throw. There are now 3 subs apiece here. 22. You've got the first goal scorer, Whalen, alongside Brzezowski and Erpelding coming in. And on the other side, Ethan Sharp, Jacob Brown, and didn't catch the last sub going in for the Wildcats. Now the referee clearing something up and now gives the go-ahead to the Wildcats here on this throw. And, yeah, that one was clear as day. An illegal throw-in by Micah McKittrick, lifted his back foot. Got to keep both feet on the ground for a throw. So that's a Cardinals throw now in a dangerous spot. Erpelding takes it quickly. And Jason Diddy tried for a back heel there that ended up hitting his defender, I think, in the face. Diddy now with a great header for Hayes. Hayes! Wow, pulls that one off target.
Unreal.
such a good ball from Diddy. You just thought it was a foregone conclusion that Hayes
Certainly
would have
looked
his
foregone.
second goal today.
That looked like the most sure shot they'd had yet.
Yeah, such a good ball by Diddy. So creative, catches the defense off guard, heading it directly backwards, but he knew exactly what he was doing.
And you could almost see the body language in the defense where they thought that was a foregone conclusion as well for a little bit there.
Yeah, Hayes might have
brief moment.
Snapped at it a little bit, had his eyes grow wide as he was ready to put this game to bed, which is what a third goal certainly would have done. But now Moreland trying to give life back to his Wildcats team. It's still with Moreland. Gets past Peterson, but only for a moment. Peterson with a strong tackle.
And this crowd wakes up right here in front of us. The energy is back. The energy's kind of been here the entire time. But you're hearing this crowd light up right here.
It is a throw-in in a good spot, though.
Little lightning strike again.
Throw-ins don't get categorized as set pieces, but I think that is a disrespect to them as they are set, they are steady, and you get to prepare for them the same way that you would a free kick, though that one from Jacob Brown did not really go anywhere. Wildcats would have liked to do a lot better with that. One apiece here. Carter Schneider will come in alongside Cameron Daniels. Marsh comes out.
More flutters of lightning to our west as well.
It was Marsh and Peterson that came out. Peterson, who just made a really strong tackle. Whalen. Great ball here. Shooting chance, and it will go wide.
Just barely wide.
Cardinals, though, are producing shots. This is something we really did not even see in the first half, even though they got a goal in that first half, where they were regularly producing shots, which that is always great. We said, who cares about possession? You want to be creating shots. The Cardinals are not just producing shots. They're producing really good shots where they've got clear sights on goal, and if they can connect with one well, they could put this game to bed. Here's a ball for Bovaird. Goes over his head, but Moreland gathers. If he can get this to Bovaird, if he could have played a better ball, we know that the speed of Bovaird is a dangerous thing. But not to be at that occasion. Brown has his pass picked off by Steinlage, or Erpelding, who goes all the way back to Steinlage. A bit of momentum, though, for the Wildcats, maybe, just for a second. They had players finally inching downfield. But just as I brought attention to it, it went away.
A little physicality right there from the Cardinal.
Back with the Wildcats here. They see that time is running out on them. They need to get, in order to get a second goal, you need to get a first.
Right.
And they do look, they've got the belief.
They look capable,
yes,
for sure.
Sir. Yeah, that's a great word. They look capable. But the Cardinals have been suffocating with their defense and then really dangerous with their offense, which is just going to be extra reason for the Wildcats players to be a little bit weary to go downfield.
A little bit more urgent, a little bit more
when you're seeing Hayes get inside or get behind your entire defense and a shot on goal, you're like, okay, maybe I should stay back and help out. But in the end, helping out on defense doesn't score a goal for you.
Well, it's like we said, how capable you look and how composed you look doesn't really matter as much as just getting the goals. So certainly starting to run out of time here. They're lining themselves up well, setting themselves up well, but the execution is going to become vital in these final minutes.
And the Cardinals would love to grab a third. And this one's still bouncing around, still loose after Steinlage's free kick. Still with the Cardinals, a shot along the ground, hits off the post. Still bouncing around and finally cleared away. The goalkeeper was a spectator like you or I there in that one. He just watched as it hit off the post. The Cardinals nearly had this one. What would be, you could say that would be game over. A 3-goal lead with such little time left.
I think we would agree there. Maybe not over, but putting yourself in a pretty picture-perfect position, closing in late. 3 goals would require not much less than perfection from the Louisburg Wildcats.
Yeah, you really don't see 3 goals in rapid succession. You'll see 2. There can be 2 goals in the same minute. It's crazy how fast 2 goals can happen. But if you were to give up 2 goals that's your wake-up call, and you sit back and you're like, all right,
Certainly.
like, let's stop conceding goals, please.
Let's get it together.
And so, yeah, you really don't see 3 in a row. But with this 9 minutes left, if the Wildcats were to get one, whether by a beautiful counter chance or by something unlucky, it would give them life, and it would be game on. And there would be a very tense final 9 minutes.
Like you said, one can lead to 2 just so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Could light this game ablaze very quick.
Beckham Erpelding sends it downfield, and Hayes couldn't get a touch. Minster. Bouncing up here. It'll fall to Whalen, who plays it back. And they're going to go all the way back here as pressure being applied by Marsh. Steinlage just gets it away comfortably for Kane. Kane brings it down. Some space for Reidinger. Beautiful job by the Cards to get that all the way to the left wing for Erpelding. Now he looks for Hayes again. And a great tackle there. Though it will result in the concession of a throw-in deep down there for the Cards. And now a couple changes. Mason Harding, Ethan Music come back in. So too does Will Showalter, the senior captain for the Wildcats, who has a couple goals this year already.
And we're close enough now. You would know better than I am, but we're under 8 minutes to go here. Is this the point where you'd start to expect to see the Wildcats defense get just a little bit tense? You'd expect to see them get a little bit hurried?
Well, you'd see, a chance here, and there it is, Max Morford.
Just as I asked.
Puts that one away and puts this game away without a doubt. Cardinals home and dry now. Max Morford puts away the Cardinals' 3rd goal here today. It was the constant pressure. They've had the run of play almost this entire half, and now they've scored 2 goals in this half to make it 3-0. And the Cardinals fans here who have stuck it out through the wind and weather love it.
Now a standing ovation from the crowd here. The crowd is on their feet, getting loud as you see the light show over Cardinals Arena here.
And that'll free up the Cards to maybe get some players a little deeper on the bench, get them some minutes if they would like. But a great moment, Max Morford getting his 1st goal here this year, the senior.
There runs the flag once again.
Don't know if there was an assist on that one. Seemed like it just kind of fell for him.
That's what it looked to me.
We'll go back and check the tape before we award the Barbed Wire Barbecue Who's Smoking Player of the Game.
We have options today, that's for sure.
Kane really well to play that one back. Steinlage, cool as you like, clears that one away. 7 minutes to go. Couple changes for the Cards. Hayes will come back in, and so will Morford. Guess he must have checked out after scoring the goal.
Here on the breather, I think we'd say. Certainly agree upon that.
Well, we just got a stat correction, because it wasn't Morford. Makes sense that he just checked in on the field. I was like, how did that happen? It was not Max Morford. It was instead Alberto Vergiati. My apologies to him, scoring his 2nd goal here this year.
He got his flowers. That's all right.
5 looks like 6. You got to give me a little bit
does look like 6.
of grace on that one.
We are still kids.
So Vergiati, the Italian exchange student, getting the 3rd goal here for the Cardinals.
You love to see that. Side note. Just a feel-good story here.
Yeah, I had to ask him how do I say his name, so I just went down to him. I was like, hey, Alberto, how do I say it? And he goes, Vergiati.
Yeah.
It's like, I got you, dude. Alberto Vergiati.
We were sitting down here writing down rosters. We came across his name. Reed said, I don't know how to say that. He asked me. I said, I don't really know how to say that. And he said, I guess I'll try to go find out.
I want to get it right.
I watch him walk down. I see him through the bleachers, go straight on down to the bench, down to the sideline. Find the right jersey number, ask him a question, turn around, walk back up, little smile on his face. He says, I went and asked him. He told me it's Vergiato. That is what we will say.
Vergiati.
Vergiati. I'm sorry.
I love to get to say some names right. It's something I take after.
You told me you had some influence
I
there.
take after Derek Ray, which is a name either you know or you don't. He's another soccer broadcaster, and he loves to get everybody's name right the way they would say it when they're home, with their family.
Which is amazing. Side note, that's phenomenal.
Wants to do it as a sign of respect to them, say their name correctly the way that they their name, the
way
name
they would
that
want
were
it said.
given.
Yeah.
So that is Alberto Vergiati.
5 minutes to go
Here's
here.
a corner. Actually, was that a corner or a throw? Didn't quite see. It was a high-driven ball in there for the Cards, but
Believe we were having a yap and missed it.
miss. Yes. Under 5 minutes left in this one. Man, I wish I could have gotten to save Vergiati at the right moment, though. Would have been a lot of fun, but that's all right. Here's another chance for the Cards, potentially.
The way he's playing, you'll have opportunities.
Music passes back, a long shot for Dunback, and that one flies out of here.
The crowd voices the excitement and then subsequent, I don't want to call it sadness. It wasn't sadness at all. Just that ooh-ah.
Anticlimactic.
Right, anticlimactic. You got all the energy, all the adrenaline going up, and then the didn't quite go in. But this crowd is certainly having a good time here. Far from a tense atmosphere here at Cardinal Stadium.
So at this point in the game, when it's sealed that the Cardinals have won this game, the attention somewhat shifts, at least in the minds of somebody who's named Nathan Steinlage, to the clean sheet. You want to get that shutout. Do not let up a goal. You want to get that. You want to earn that stat that all day long here for 77 minutes he's kept them at bay. You want to continue to do that for these last few minutes, which is something that his defenders will have to share with him in that interest. And you don't want to push so far forward that you end up giving one up, not because it matters. You take that 3-1 win, but it's a stat. It's something that goalkeepers love to care about. They don't want to get beat, and it is something that you never want to be comfortable with giving up goals, because that could lead to problems later on down the line. You just want to never give up a goal, and nothing can go wrong.
We would be remiss if we acted like there was nothing left to play for at this point. These players certainly still have a lot to play for in these closing minutes here.
And I don't think that it matters here in the Frontier League, but in some soccer leagues in the world, the amount of goals that you have scored and had scored against you at the end of the year can be a relevant factor for deciding ties.
I know that's known as point differential in different sports. Not sure if that's the case here, but
goal difference.
Points for, points against, yeah.
Yes. Harding going to take this throw.
Point being, there's all kinds of benefits.
Great throw. This time it is Max Morford, and I'm sure, but couldn't keep it in. Out for a goal kick.
He said, I'm sure this time.
Mm-hmm.
We're learning lessons.
Saw the round part of the 6.
We broadcast soccer. We joke around. We do name pronunciations. We do some phonics.
Yeah.
We do it all here at Eudora Sports Live.
It's all part of the job, really. I consider getting the players' names right to be one of the most important parts.
Yep. We had this conversation on Tuesday night, how names may be one of your biggest things.
Here's another chance, and it's in!
It's in!
Looks like that was Ethan Music.
He's saying, ow.
Ethan Music with that finish. And this game is definitely, is it not a goal?
They're saying it was not a goal. Goalkeeper was shaking his head afterwards, crossed his arms, said it was not in.
Still there.
May have bounced off the outside of that left corner of the net. The crowd certainly thought so. We certainly thought so.
I thought that was in off the foot of Ethan Music. So did
Let's not get it twisted. This game is still put away.
Everybody here thought that one was in.
Referee,
on this, though, who's down on the field and has a better view, we have to say.
Yes.
He had a better view.
Yes.
He said, guys, calm down. Didn't go in. Wildcats looking to counter, and Mason Harding put a stop to it for a second, but it goes out for a throw.
The other upside, keeping it over on that Wildcat side of the field, makes it ever more likely that Nate Steinlage will be able to keep that clean sheet.
Wildcats just made a plethora of changes, and
1 minute
amongst
away.
that, Grant Cannon hops off the field, not being able to put any weight on his left foot. That could be a problem for the Wildcats going forward this season. But with under a minute left, could the Cardinals get a fourth? They felt like they had for a second. Here's Music, and cleared away. Kane's going to get to this one. Half a minute left. Kane. Erpelding. Harding. Intercepted, but back with the Cards, and then a clear there into his own teammate. But Erpelding still has it. Tried to find Whalen, but Moreland got in the way.
Back
and
in
then
the Cards'
Erpelding takes
possession.
it right back. Could there be one last shot here just for
Certainly
the sake
so.
of it? Morford chasing it down.
3, 2.
Still there, and that would have been a goal kick. But this game is over. The Cardinals win with a definitive scoreline, 3-0. A very fun game, wind assisted at times, and the Cardinals coming away with their 4th win in a row. They are up to 6-1 here this year, and things are going very well for this team. Love to see it. A fun game of soccer here today. We will take a break. When we're back, it will be the postgame show.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Hey, I'm Mike Rope, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Micro, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright.
Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do.
And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, Why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
Welcome in here to our post-game show, which is brought to you by Eudora Animal Hospital, serving pets in Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Proud supporters of Eudora Cardinal Athletics. So we can get going here as we set out to award the Barbed Wire Barbecue Who's Smoking Player of the Game. Get this graphic up first. Do the get the ad bucks paid out. Okay. Yeah,
we do have sponsors.
Enjoy the best barbecue in Douglas County at Barbed Wire Barbecue. For menu options, carry out, online orders, and more, visit their website, barbedwirebarbecue.com. And upon review, when looking back at Vergiati's goal, which was not Max Morford, and which was also
back to the video on that
which
one.
was also assisted by somebody who was off camera, which is
that's my fault. I'm fired. I'll take the point for that one. Pack it up.
Good.
We'll
It's
see
all
a different color commentator next tomorrow night.
It was, upon review, it was Jude Whalen who got that assist, which it was a very good throw-in. This was not just getting the ball to somebody else's foot who happens to score. The throw was what made Vergiati able to score that goal, which means that Whalen and Hayes end this game with a goal and an assist, which makes it pretty tough to award it. The Vergiati, of course, also on the score sheet with the goal, but I think when you've got multiple players with a goal and an assist, that one of them is going to have to get it. Guess
just on a numbers level, they have to, right?
On this sheet, it is worth marking down. Steinlage with his 3rd clean sheet on the season, the 5th for the Cardinals. And, yeah, so this is a tough one. I'm honestly leaning more towards Whalen upon review here. Of course, I was thinking Hayes all game long just because we knew, we saw the goal and the assist that he got. And the goal, even though, yes, wind was involved, you still have to hit it right. And it was a beautiful finish. There was nothing the goalkeeper could have done about that one. But I think I want to give it to Whalen. Do you have any objections to that?
I don't have objections. I actually have more emphasis to hammer that down.
Okay.
If you look at their totals on the year, that one goal for Jude Whalen puts him now at 4 total on the year. That puts Braden Hayes at 3 total on the year. But I think the main reason I'd have to lean towards Whalen, although their stats look fairly similar on the sheet, is just the fact that last goal, that pass in, was so instrumental and so well done. I think for this particular game, I would have to agree with you. I think Jude Whalen is going to be the player of the game today.
And he grabbed the opening goal, which is such a big moment in any game. The first goals change how every team is looking at, how both teams are looking at the game.
Like you said, that is the decider that flips a game.
Right, and he was the one that was able to turn that attacking pressure from the Cards into a goal. Of course, Hayes was involved in that one, which was why we were thinking that we would be calling his name at the end of this, and we're definitely giving him the second place, the honorable mention.
We said it about halfway through that we thought he was going to get it.
The Barbed Wire Barbecue, who's steaming, I don't know, who's player of the game.
We will find a way to highlight you, Braden Hayes. You still had a phenomenal day.
But Jude Whalen is going to take home this player of the game for the goal and the assist, the opening goal, the sealing assist, we could say, setting up Vergiati. It was a great game for all Cardinals players, and really a lot of the Wildcats too. I mean, Beauverd, man, is he quick! He is so fast, and there were a lot of good moments for them. I think the wind was a huge disservice. It was so it feels unfair. It's not, but it feels like they can come away thinking
that dice roll of nature certainly made life a bit harder on the Wildcats.
They can come away from this one thinking, guys, we got tough luck there. There's only so much that we can do.
And you're still a winning record team. Still, coming away very positive. This is not a hit the panic button. Things are falling apart.
It is always dangerous though when you lose multiple games in a row, especially after a win streak. There are times where teams, they don't know what defeat tastes like, and then when they feel it 2 games in a row, everybody's starting to panic and thinking, what's going wrong? What are we doing wrong? So I need to change something. When even though that they had that winning formula just a few days ago, so they don't need to change anything.
Mindset is a funny thing.
Yeah, especially with the way that this loss hit them. You want to zoom in on that moon, man? That's pretty.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
don't ask me. You don't have to ask me twice. I'll make that a closing shot.
I think there are a lot of positives for the Wildcats as well. They don't need to sound the alarms, though. They have lost 2 straight But the Cardinals have now won 4 in a row, 5 clean sheets out of their 6 victories. Great performances all around. And Jude Whalen with that player of the game. We'll take another break here on the post-game show. When we're back, we will tell you what is next here on Varsity Sports Live.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family-owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small-town hospitality at a valued price. High-quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time-tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with our delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Eudora Parks and Recreation is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. Their goal is to provide recreational opportunities for the community of Eudora that will enhance and promote a healthy lifestyle for all ages. The Eudora Parks and Recreation Department gives Eudora residents and others from surrounding communities the opportunity for family-oriented activities. Visit their website at eudoraparksandrec.org to view their youth and adult programs, leagues, memberships, facilities, activity guides, and more, and follow them on all social media at Eudora Parks and Rec.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Welcome back in here and welcome back to the postgame show. What is next for the Cardinals? They're taking on another purple team. We've been talking about a lot of purple team games. We did Spring Hill on Tuesday, volleyball, Louisburg here today, and it is Spring Hill once again tomorrow, and it's more than just Spring Hill. What are you doing, Hayden?
We lost the moon.
There we go. The moon.
We're back on the moon.
It is a very big game tomorrow. It's actually the first time ever, and that's just because this is a new thing this year, that it is the Varsity Sports Live Game of the Week featuring the Eudora Cardinals, which means that we got an exclusive interview between Dylan Funk and Coach Stefan, which we will play either parts or the full thing on the broadcast. You can see it right now.
I came across the video earlier.
Yeah, it is
today.
up
Dylan
right now on the Varsity
job.
Sports Live channel. You can go and see. They've got highlights, including the Van Dong pick 6, and then a great talk with Coach Stefan, who was a very good interview, and also an interview with the Spring Hill head coach. So you can go and check that out. There will be some extra fun broadcast packages that we'll get to see tomorrow.
Fancy stuff.
And it is a huge game. It's also the Cardinals' first away game, while it is simultaneously the Spring Hill home opener. So you can imagine there will be a lot of Broncos fans there. Hopefully the Cardinals' support will also make the trip out and support their team as they try to win their second game straight. Last year, Spring Hill was the first team to beat the Cardinals, and it sort of sent them into a minor spiral, winning 3 games straight. This year, 2-0 do come in Spring Hill, meaning the Cardinals have the chance to return the favor and give Spring Hill their first loss on the year. That'll be a fun one. It'll be our first away game. It'll be a bit of a drive for us, but that's, We love hitting the road. Cardinals doing the same. We will follow wherever they go.
We're road trip people.
That will be a good time. So we hope to see you tomorrow. You can already see that link on the channel. You can get that one all queued up for tomorrow. Should be a 7 o'clock kick in Spring Hill, which is Varsity Sports Live HQ as well.
Love to hear it.
Should be a good time tomorrow. Hopefully you are there with us. Thank you for being with us here tonight for this lovely Cardinals victory, windy Cardinals victory. And, yeah, it's been a good time. Go Cardinals. And good night for Hayden Harves and Reed McAvoy.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
The Burt Nash Center has been serving Douglas County since 1950. We offer a wide range of behavioral health services for youth and their families, including individual, family, and group therapy, parent support, case management, and medication services. Reaching out can be a difficult step, but it's a crucial first step. Contact us at 785-843-9192 or visit our website at burtnash.org. Our team is here for your team.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.